Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. Do not adjust your television. The U.S. is becoming a fascist country. It's fun, isn't it? Isn't it fun? We're having fun. We're having a good time. Having a fun time, everybody. How's everybody doing today? If you are a member or a patron, I got to figure out how to get all this stuff in here the way that I like it. Like so. There we go. If you are a member or a patron, I do highly recommend watching this from the membership link, just because we do a part 2. So there's always going to be a part 2 with members only, where we can talk about stuff that we can't really talk about on YouTube. And it's easier, I think, if you just start out in the membership. If you already start out there, then you don't have to try to trade over. So I don't know. Listen, I don't know, you guys. This is just, I honestly, like, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. I'm doing my best here, but goddamn, this is difficult. This is difficult. Being an American right now is so hard. Please give me a thumbs up in the chat if you feel me right now. It's just so hard. It's so hard. So I've talked with a couple of people, okay, before we get into this, and I've already got stuff in the Q&A. I've got member questions going on. Of course, if you are new here and you're on YouTube, throw your questions in the chat. You don't have to pay to play here. And if I miss your question, like, you can keep throwing it in there. Don't worry about it. If it's like super spammy, it'll get removed, but people don't usually spam. But please feel free. If I don't answer it, throw it back in. Just throw it back in, because I'll eventually see it. So yeah, it is hard. It's so hard right now being an American. It's a lot. So I've discovered, and this is my own, I'm putting my own naivete on display here. I want to start reading about Hegseth and what's going on with the Pentagon, and then the Russian warplanes, which we might have to go more in depth into the member stuff, because YouTube can be weird about stuff like that with my channel. I know other people, readers, don't have problems like I do, but I have had some problems. So I have to be very careful about what I put up on the YouTube. But I discovered a subset of people. Now, again, this is my own naivete. You put everybody here probably already knew this. We're going to talk about Comey. We're going to talk about James Comey as well, who's just indicted. Did you know this? Seriously, there is a subset. I have now met 3 people in the last week that say, I'm not MAGA, I'm not a Trumper, but I voted for Trump. I just assumed that everybody that was dumb enough to vote for this guy at least the second time around did so because they're in the cult. Did everybody know that this existed? These people existed. I'm not MAGA. I'm not Trump. I'm not a Trumper. I voted for Trump. See, that's what I say. If you voted for Trump, you're MAGA. Right. I mean, anyway, long story short, I got involved in this group of people, and normal people. There's the normal people. Like, I can say this, like, they voted for Trump, but they're normal. This group of people, I get involved with them, and I'm kind of hanging out, and they seem cool, whatever. And then somehow, of course, as always, it gets into, I'm, psychic, and what do you do? So I said, well, I read on all sorts of stuff, and read on politics, this, that, and the other, and celebrities, whatever. And then, everybody kind of starts, it's crazy what's going on. All Americans in the group. Oh, it's crazy what's going on. And then a couple of people are like, yeah, I just really disappointed in him. I thought he would do better when I voted for him. And I'm like, what? You what? You thought what? This time around? Oh yeah. I just, don't get me wrong. I'm like, not a Trumper. I'm not MAGA. I'm not racist. I don't like any of that stuff. I don't wear the red hat. I just really thought he was going to do a good job. All 3 people said this to me. I swear to you guys, I have discovered some bizarre subset of people. These are intelligent people. I wasn't hanging out with idiots. I mean, they exhibited every other level of intelligence that I could, not highly intelligent, but intelligent enough to not vote for this guy. I just thought I'd enable the fascism and racism. Right. No, it's insane. See, I was unaware that this subset of people existed. I just thought MAGA is MAGA is MAGA is MAGA. Guessing they watch Fox News, right? Yeah, I honestly, it's insane to me because I'm like, it's a book club. Okay, these people can intelligently discuss books. Like, they're not dumb people. They're able to read the books. They're able to understand and comprehend the books and discuss the books, and then vote for Donald Trump because, quote unquote, I thought he was going to do a good job the second time around. Right, they're his supporters. He told everyone what his intentions were. I agree. Maybe the book should be the Constitution, Karen says. It's just kind of insane to me. Let's look at James Comey. So what has he been indicted on? I literally just, the minute I jumped on here, I get on early with the members and then they watch me adjust my camera for 20 minutes. Poor things. Those poor people. Katie says he was indicted for karma. He was perjury. Oh my God. So now that the Jimmy Kimmel thing has failed, they're on to their next victim, their next target. I'm going to say a thing. Obviously, if you've discounted. Oh my God. That's my subliminal. because I find Disneyland so expensive. I was going to say boycotted Disney. And instead I was going to say discounted Disney. Obviously it's a Freudian slip. I'm like, please, I want to take my niece. Send me discounted tickets. Anyway, if you boycotted Disney because of the Kimmel thing, great. I would say if you feel good about unboycotting and showing them again with your wallet that they did a good thing, then go back and get your Disney Plus. Unless you feel like you never needed it and you're saving money. But it's always good to show them, okay, I took my money away because you did the bad thing, and now I will give you my money back because you did the good thing. It's always, this is the only way we control these people. It's the only way we can control these people is through our money. Oh my God, devil on James Comey. Oh, wow. Wow. Hold on, because I got a good line on Comey. I got a good line on him. Chat's rowdy today. I can feel y'all. I feel y'all. Y'all are rowdy today. Rowdy like on T. I'm a little rowdy myself. The first thing I get from Comey is a little bit of disbelief. So somebody told him this was coming down. Somebody said, they're coming for you. Basically, he was told this. Somebody told him, hey, we really think this is going to actually happen. And he was kind of like, oh shit. I get this sort of, oh shit. But then I also get this incredulity, like what? Wait, seriously? Like, seriously. The devil is right on top of him in his cards. Bam. It's right there. What's coming in with it? Authoritarian card right here. You know, do we feel like he actually lied to Congress? Do we feel like he actually lied to Congress? Is this like a real thing that's provable? Because it looks to me like he skates out of this. He looks okay. I'm going to keep looking at his cards here. But I do get incredulity. I do get this idea of, no, it's a test case like everything else, right? He's floating a little test balloon. Amanda wants some hope. I can give you some hope. I will never lie to you. But I will give you good news. And I will dig through the steaming pile of shit that is the American government right now. I will find that good news for you, Amanda, and for everybody else. I will find it. Astounding that he did this given that Comey helped him win the election by throwing Hillary under the bus. Right. I know. Now, this isn't going to stick on Comey. Show me the outcome for James Comey with this indictment. You know, the guides are telling me the entire exercise is to embarrass Comey. This is just a punishment. Trump doesn't care if this man is indicted or not. It's a punishment. I'm not exactly sure what he's punishing him for. Was Comey at all involved with the Mueller report? My brain is so fried from all this stuff that I can't even remember. I'm like, who was in charge when we were doing Mueller? Or as I like to call him, Bob Dabalina, but that's a story for another day. Even the grand jury could barely agree. It's so iffy. Yeah, he's not in a great position. No, this gets dismissed or something. There's weird, murky energy, bizarre energy around this whole thing. Right now, it's just, I don't want to say legally speaking, but just in general, it doesn't put Comey in a great position. He's just not in a good position, unfortunately. That's here. But then we sort of see him getting into a better position, and then it looks like this gets dismissed or removed. I don't see... This is weird, but would he, is it possible? I don't think he would take a plea deal. I don't think he would plea. I don't see that anyway. I don't see him making a deal. I don't see Two of Cups here anywhere. I think this goes, honestly, it is stupid. When I look, it's to distract from Trump Epstein. Yeah, that's also true. I did do a reading about the body in the Tesla case, Jessica. That was last week. And it's up on the website and up on Patreon as well. No, I don't feel like anything shakes to this. It feels like it's stupid. It feels like it's annoying. It feels like it's putting stress and pressure on Comey. But it doesn't feel like, oh, he gets, convicted and there's this big problem. It just feels stupid. The whole thing is designed to embarrass him. The whole thing is designed to embarrass Comey. That's the basic reason for it. And yeah, I think too, he's like, let's do this. Epstein, don't look over there, look over here. I'm going to indict people. I'm going to indict George Soros. He just says shit. This guy, he just says shit. He's so irritating. I'm surprised they managed to get an indictment out of a grand jury, to be honest. With the way that these cards are looking, it's kind of like, I don't even, how do they even get that far? No, I think this ends just fine for Comey. I'm not seeing disaster for him by any means. I wonder if somebody throws it out, but it feels like a spectacle though. Like show trials kind of, but it feels like there's a spectacle here. All right, everybody wants to know about Pete. It's the first thing everybody asked about. I'm more concerned about the Russian planes in NATO airspace and flying over Alaska. Well, look at that third. And again, we may have to go members only on that if it turns into a sticky wicket. So just so you know, I do two parts here, okay? There is a second chat running. It's the member chat. It's on a webinar on Zoom, and then we have YouTube. The members are obviously paying for their member chat. When I turn off YouTube, I go into a members only Zoom, members only live stream, and we continue to discuss whatever we've been talking about here, and then also things that we can't discuss on YouTube, especially after you see them targeting people. It's just going to get worse. So if you want to join us there, you can sign up. The link is in the box to sign up, either Patreon or thirdEyeChampagne.com. I am pleased to announce, by the way, all of the bugs are fixed on thirdEyeChampagne.com. If you come across any, please email me and let me know. But to the best of my knowledge, everything is fixed. Finally, thank God, because that was like keeping me up at nights. So you can go over there. You can join either one. The link to the Zoom is going to be on the collective tab. You go to the champagne room, you'll go to announcements and links. You will see today's live link. You will click that. It will put you into the Zoom. Or on Patreon, you're just going to open Patreon, get right in there. You're going to see today's live link and click on that. All right. So Hegseth has decided he wants to have a bunch of Pentagon people in a big meeting. And nobody really knows what's going on, right? We don't know why the meeting. Julia's letting you YouTubers know, hey, it's worth the upgrade to come be a member. She's right. It's the truth. It's $11 a month. You're supporting a small business. You get a ton of content. You get live streams like this. You get first access to private readings and special readings and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, okay. So we don't know the status of this meeting. We just know that he's like, let's all get together, sit around the campfire and tell some ghost stories. This kind of meeting of all generals and shit has never happened before. It's such a war theater happening right before they renamed it, right after they renamed it the Department of War. Okay, so we don't know what he's doing. So we have no idea what he's doing. By the way, you guys, there are still tickets available for the Linda Grindle thing. Just a few tickets. She told me that yesterday. There's just a few left. If you want to snag that, come to my hometown of Benicia, where you will meet and hang out with me and Linda and Mel and Annette. And I don't know Mel or Annette. I've never met them before, so I'm sure they're fabulous. But I'm sure you guys probably know who they are. I live in my little fucking Scorpio bubble, so I never know who anybody is. But there are a couple tickets left. You can get them on Linda's website, and you will. So she's got me. I was going to do drunk tarot, but now she's got me going on at 9:30 in the morning, which also I'm ready to kill her. I don't really do things that early. I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But she was like, come do the thing. And I was like, I will do the thing. And not realizing that it required me getting up very early in the morning on a Saturday. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing drunk tarot at 9:30 in the morning. I think she already told people I was doing drunk tarot. But then she has me going on at 9:30. She's just going to think I'm a... Hello, everyone. And here's my drunk friend, Kirsten. Okay. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, my God. He doesn't know what he's doing. Hegseth in this meeting. He doesn't know. Look at this. He's got the Fool card right on top of him. He's got the Fool card right here. He's like, I don't know. I just decided to call this big meeting. It looks like he's just going to yell at people. I'm going to see if there's any decisive or definitive action that comes out of this. But right now, it looks like he's just going to yell at people. And then maybe like there's some weird incentivizing. Like if you do this, you will get bonus. 420, wake and bake tarot. You guys are cracking me up. You guys are cracking me up. Wake and bake tarot. Yeah, look at this. It's just, I feel like he just wants to yell at people. This is nothing. I hate to say this because I think everybody's expecting like a big thing here, but he just wants to swing his dick around, basically. He's just like, all right, but I'm large in charge here. We're going to do big meetings because we got to do big meetings because meat'll meaty not, you know, like it's just gibberish. That's my Hegseth gibberish. It's just gibberish. You know what? He should come to the 9:30 a.m. drunk tarot. Because at least he would be drunk. Let's take a peek and see if anything comes out of this stupid meeting or if it's just bullshit. I'm leaning towards bullshit. Annette is a top-notch psychic. If I can go to the event and there happens to be a space, I'll go. Oh, you can't commit until the last minute. Yeah, I'm excited to meet Mel and Annette. Never met them before. So I'm excited to meet. I mean, I know some of the viewers are mine. I know most of the viewers are Linda's and Mel's, but I'm excited to meet any of my viewers, any other viewers, quite frankly. It's going to be fun. I can't be drunk at 9:30 in the morning. I mean, I can, but it just wouldn't. I I mean, even 11. I could have done an 11. She go, girl, I got you at 9:30 a.m. Right? Hungover tarot. But Linda gets up early, so for her, that's probably like the middle of the day. She's like, why are you complaining? What are you complaining? 9:30 is not early. I'm like, bitch, I got up an hour ago. If that. Now, this is going to be fun. This is going to be super fun. A lot of weird cards coming out. I mean, just a lot. I shouldn't even say I haven't even turned them over yet, but there's a ton of cards that are coming out on this. And for anybody new here, I do a bastardized Celtic so I, in Celtic you use 10 cards. I use way more than 10, but this is like a lot even for me. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Does anything come out of this big meeting? See, there's money again. Is this like, is he going to yell at people about a budget? It's weird money cards. Weird money cards. Yeah, it seems all they do is theater. It does seem like theater. Oh yeah, there's money cards. Okay, so the actions that come out of this. Well, first of all, devil card again. So this whole thing is just bizarre and duplicitous and strange. Like this whole thing is just kind of one big fat manipulation. And then he's like, we're going to do this new plan. So he's going to make everybody do whatever this new plan is that he has. I'm going to look at it, but it's probably also bullshit. But he's like, we're going to do this new plan. And then we're going to stop doing a bunch of other stuff. I don't think a bunch of people will get fired. Some people might resign. The death card is here on this thing. It might be that he's looking for people to resign, but essentially he's like, we're going to do a plan. And then also maybe something about money. Let me see what this plan is. But he really doesn't know what he's doing. This guy is not smart. I mean, we know why he got hired. You just put a bunch of stooges in place and they do whatever you want. I mean, they do whatever you want. Again, naive question from Kirsten. How can the government shut down when the Republicans hold all three branches of government? Can't they just, how? Someone explain it to me. Why are we heading? Yeah, just a meeting on loyalty, Kelly. I think you might have called it right there. They just want them to sign some I love Trump thing. But no, seriously, how can you have a shutdown if certain votes require greater than 50% majority? Okay. So there's certain things that they need Democrats to come to the table on. The Dems are like, F you, which is good. Shut it down. Shut the whole thing down. He definitely wants to change. He's like, we're not doing this anymore. We're doing that. But it also could be weird, inconsequential things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to fire any women generals. No, I don't think he's going to fire anybody. I don't feel like he's firing people, but I feel like it's a lot of talk. It's a lot of, Ian says, that's why I'm meeting Mo. He's the human answer to value, Mo. Is he very calm? Is he very relaxed? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't really want to do drunk tarot at 9:30 in the morning. It's just maybe if I have a big breakfast after. Just a little early for my taste. I'll barely be awake. Yeah, he's definitely, again, with the money. This is weird. Maybe he wants to change how they do money or how they do money. Sure, why not? How they do money or how they're paying for things or what they're paying for. It's stupid. This whole thing is pointless. It also looks, it's pointless. And it feels chaotic. It feels stupid. It feels annoying. People are irritated. They have to go. And then he's just going to sort of be nonsensical and then start issuing like edicts. Like, we're going to do this now. We're going to do that now. We're going to do this now. We're going to do that. And it's kind of like, I just get the sense people are going, what, why? Like, what is the outcome here? But it's weird because I'll show you all these money cards keep coming out. But it's like, you don't have to call, look at this. You don't have to call a bunch of people together to tell them about the money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the Pentagon, but this is an awful lot of pentacles. that are coming in every single reading. Crotch card. Every single reading that we're doing, it's a lot of pentacles to come in here. So I don't know if it's budget or you're getting is you want to be Oprah, like you get a car. I don't know. Yeah, if you're getting here late, we just read on James Comey. Wasn't super eventful, to be honest. Wasn't super eventful. Okay, so let's see. Vodka and orange juice. Little screwdriver in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Oh, you know what we got to look at? The Kristi Noem Corey Lewandowski affair for fun. You know, they're supposedly having. They're both married. They're both having an affair. Supposedly, the tea is that they're having fascist sex. They're having fascist sex. Probably on the bodies of, you know, people that died in ICE custody because they're sickos. But we got to look at it. That's going to be some happy tea. That's going to be some good tea, honey. How about a reading on the women of Afghanistan and their future? Yeah, I love that. I love the show Unsolved Mysteries. This is weird. Let's look at a government shutdown because the hegseth thing is just, I just see like everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Lewandowski is a hella whore dog. Sure, why not? I requested a reading on Jigsaw. Laura Loomer. She's, you know, yeah, I can't with some of these people. You know that some of their energy is so bad, it's hard for me to read on it. Painful. I think there will be a shutdown, but I said that last time and there wasn't. So maybe my shutdown predictions aren't great. Looks like they're trying to avoid it. I feel like we just went through this, right? It's every single time they have to like approve a budget. They're like, oh, we're going to do a shutdown. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Oh, we're right on the edge. Oh, we put this together in the middle of the night. You know, it's just so irritating. Yeah, there might be. These cards would indicate, yes, delays, a shutdown. But I also see they're fighting against it to try to make a deal. Outcome card is the Magician. So I'm going to say this, interestingly enough, I'm going to say this. If there is a shutdown, it has been entirely manufactured. It has been entirely manufactured. Magician, manipulation. I think this whole thing is being manufactured, to be honest. I think a lot of what we're seeing now is being manufactured. So Trump has said, I want to go after George Soros. Let's take a peek at that. And just see, in general, I want to see if he has any success legally going after his quote unquote enemies. Yeah, look, we saved you from a shutdown. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Somebody's like, hey. Hey, the shirt may be creeping down a little low. And it wasn't my mom for once. Okay, so let's see if Trump has any success in trying to prosecute people for no reason. I don't think he does, actually. I don't think he does. Was it a YouTube reading where mom like was texting me and she was, what did she say? She was like, your shirt's too low, your boob's hanging out. She texted it to me. And I was like, no, mom, that's the style. That's the style. I was doing like the 80s off the shoulder shirt. Was YouTube there for that? Because it was pretty. Mama Langston is pretty epic. And, you know, we do, by the way, another good reason to become a member, especially in October, because it's spooky season. And I will be doing a special Drunk Tarot. You're going to be able to buy tickets on October 1st. a special drunk tarot, apparently not in Hearst Castle because they don't let you hang out and drink there, but in the vicinity of, and I will be touring Hearst Castle, and the entire drunk tarot will be on William Randolph Hearst and the castle and Marion Davies and the guy that died on the yacht and the whole deal. It's going to be great. But I also have a family seance every year on Halloween. We live stream from my mom's house, and friends and family come over, and you can meet Mama Langston in person. Well, not in person, but you can meet her. You can meet family members, Nana, and always something very creepy and paranormal happens. Always. And I have 6 years of back seances that you can go see on Third Eye Champagne and Patreon. That's the other thing. You're not just signing up for the live streams. There's almost 700 videos. It's over 600 videos and old live streams that you have access to. So it's a lot. It's a lot. What? Ken Gonzalez, how did you get here? Uncle Ken has entered the chat, everyone. Uncle Ken has entered the chat. I love my family. My family's the best. My family is the absolute best. Everybody's asking if Uncle Ken was single. He is not. I promised to get him on the show. My uncle's amazing. He's a musician. He's a writer. He's a Berkeley graduate. If you need help, by the way, with your children getting into college, he's your guy. This is what he does for a living. He gets your kids into the college of their choice. And I have his information. If you ever need it, I've got it. Okay, so no, Trump doesn't have any, no. So this is all babble. Oh, I'm going to go prosecute Soros. I'm going to prosecute Reed. That's the guy that paid for E. Jean Carroll's lawsuits. Does my family have abilities too? Yeah, my family has abilities. I don't know that they are as strong as mine. Nobody else does it for a living in my immediate family. Well, nobody else, I guess, yeah. But yeah, no, they do. My great-grandmother was called the Witch of Benicia. She was the Witch of Benicia. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Uncle Ken and his wife and child, they stayed at my house when I wasn't present. And she was afraid. My aunt was afraid to come in the office. She was afraid to come in this room. She said it felt like I wasn't welcome. No, he's not going to prosecute anybody. Nope, not a thing. More questions, please, everyone. More questions. Let's look at Vladimir Putin sending Russian warplanes around. And he's like, yeah, I can fly my planes into NATO airspace, and if you shoot me down, then it's on, bitches. WW3. So let's take a peek at that and see if anything comes of that. I feel like a lot of stuff that's going on is just babble, just BS. Let's see if these warplane things lead to anything. I don't think Diddy's going to serve more time. Or shall I say Sean Combs? We should just have a whole show about me and my family. Be like the Kardashians. Be like the Portuguese Kardashians. Except we're nuts, though. This is a family of insane people, y'all. No, nothing comes of that either. No, everything is like BS. Oh, we're going to fly the planes and then we're going to stop flying the planes. There's nothing crazy here. There's nothing wild here right now. Everybody's just doing dumb shit, basically. Yeah, let's look at Putin and take a peek and just see what he's up to. Halloween is the anniversary of Atlantis sinking. Oh, that's interesting. I have I'll just rep my website a little bit more. I have a channeling on Atlantis. I was for a while. I didn't do it much this year. This year's really busy. I'm trying to find Putin. But I would do these deep dives. They were live streams where no cards, no nothing. I would just kind of go into a meditative state and just start looking at stuff. I looked at Salem witches. I looked at Atlantis. That's where I did the United States of Gilead, which is literally predicted where we are right now in the United States. And I did it several years ago. All those deep dives are good. If you go on thirdeyechampagne.com and just type in deep dive. or go to the show's page and look at deep dives. You'll find a lot of those there. And by the way, not all of that stuff is paid. There's a lot of free shows on there. So please don't think that, oh, I can't go there, I can't see anything. You can. There's a lot of public stuff there for you to view. So please go in there and you can type Trump. Every public Trump video will come up. You don't have to pay for it. It's a really good site. I'm very, very proud of it. Let's look at Putin's health and just in general and kind of see what he's got going for us. Yeah, I want to get back to the deep dives next year. At least a couple. I kind of overbooked this year and was unable to do them. I will say again one more time, everybody, yeah, I am open for readings. If you want to get a 2026 year ahead reading, they are discounted now because I'm booked out till March. So if you want to get a year ahead reading, you're already starting in March. I discounted it a little bit because you've already missed, 2.5 months. But if you want to get it now, go to my website. Links are in the box. Go to shopping and readings. Get your reading now. You do it. You book it all online. But that's going to sell out. March is going to sell out quick. Ooh, Putin's very emotional. Now he's not going anywhere anytime soon. This eclipse did a number on him, though. The eclipse is showing up. This man has a health issue. I mean, for sure. I mean, everybody's kind of been speculating. It's showing up here for me. But at the same time, he's like, nope, still dominating the world. This man dominates the world. I'm convinced he runs the whole fucking thing, to be honest. I think I took about $40 off. So I think the reading is like $235 or $225 for the year ahead is what I think it is. I think. He never looks sick to me. Are we watching a double? Yeah, no, he never looks sick to me. I don't really watch him, but the cards have for a while indicated he's not a well person. No, he's not going anywhere. No, this is like the most. This is the most. Nothing is happening. Not explosive reading at all. Thank God it's the first live stream Uncle Ken's ever seen. He's probably bored out of his mind. She just keeps saying nothing's going to happen. She just keeps saying everything's fine. I do have a celebrity reading on Lady Gaga, and I've had several people tell me it's one of the best ones they've ever seen me do. Yeah, up on the website, just type in Lady Gaga, it should come right up. What about the people around Putin? They're all toadies. Everything feels weird. No, I just still see him moving his pieces around the chessboard for no apparent reason. And it's like he doesn't have a, it's like he's kind of back. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm not involved in the Israel-Gaza thing, but then I feel him all over it. I feel him all over it. Putin doesn't look like he's at death's door. No, he's not. Oh, that's right. Val Kilmer did show up. Oh, it's Francine. It's Uncle Ken's wife. She's masquerading as Uncle Ken. Francine. Okay. Francine's amazing as well. I love Francine. She is like your super fun aunt and she's like your super fun aunt that's like, yeah, let's go do the thing. We'll go do the thing, Kirsten. Let's go do the thing. It's a Ken mask. I missed that. You probably said it 5 times in the chat. Sorry, it goes by quick. These cockroaches are all connected. Yeah, that's real. That's real. That is real. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, let's look at Corey. Let's look at Corey. No, I take that back. I want to look at the future of the women of Afghanistan. Honestly, I feel like there's actually some kind of a big liberation, but it's not now. It's like years from now, like maybe 50, maybe 100 years from now. Like down the road, women really start to gain traction in Afghanistan. There's some kind of, I don't want to call it a revolution, but there's something. There's something. Ooh, oh! Oh, God. Oh, feel good? Auntie's having a good time today. I'm sober, by the way. This is not drunk tarot. I feel like, see, don't start playing with the camera again, Kirsten. Don't do it. Just leave it. You're fine. Yeah, there's energy coming for the women of Afghanistan, but not now. It's down the road. You know what's interesting? It feels like there's a lot of spiritual help. No, right now, everything is same. I don't see a lot of change. I don't see a lot of shifts. And then it looks like somewhere between 50 and 100 years from now, it's like, because I'm seeing women involved in government, in charge of government. There's advances, a lot of advances, but it's not right this second. There's also something about some kind of industry. This is some kind of industry. Wow, what is this? Okay, weird question. And again, forgive my ignorance. But is Afghanistan a rich country? Because I'm like, there's something here where Afghanistan starts making money. Money, baby. There's money here. This is again down the road. Some kind of industry comes in. Something's coming in. But that's again, I'm talking like 50, 100 years in the future. Nothing immediate. Absolutely nothing immediate. Lithium, minerals. Oh yeah, maybe. Well, naturally the opium. Yeah, we got to keep all the Charlie Kirk stuff in the members only. I'm not fucking around with that. We did a really big reading on Charlie Kirk last week, which is again members only. So if you want to hit it up, if you want to see it, it's worth it. Worth it. All right. Everybody wants to know when Trump's going to die. Listen, his cards are good. I'm sorry. I will look at them again before I get to Corey Lewandowski and flew right out of my head. You know, melty face. What's her name? Homeland Security. Gnome. There we go. Christy Gnome. We'll look at them in a minute. And their supposed affair. But all right, we'll look at Trump's health. We'll look. I don't see him going anywhere. My Sylvia Brown channeling. Yeah, that was a drunk tarot, I think. I think I did a really bizarre drunk tarot. Was it Sylvia Brown and John Bonet mashup? Sometimes I do mashups. And I did a, what was it? Pablo Escobar and who else? Who was it? And Rosemary's Baby? Is that what it was? Yes, it was. I like those drunk tarot mashups. Was it Escobar and Manson? Is that what it was? No, Manson had his own video, didn't he? I thought Manson had his own. We did our own Manson thing. That's what I thought. Did Manson show up in the Escobar one? The Escobar one was good too. Okay. No, Trump's health is fine. So, I'm so sorry. I mean, again, same cards. They actively show him fighting something. They actively show he has a plan in place for his health. So there is health there is health. Kirsten, there is health. There's something that he's managing. That's clear. There's a health plan. There's a healthcare directive. That is very, very clear. As far as, you know, is it bad? No. I mean, it's not as it's there's nothing dire here. I don't see anything dire. I don't see it. These are pretty good health cards. I did a drunk tarot on Marilyn Monroe. And I did go into the death and Bobby Kennedy and the whole deal. Really good. The drunk tarots this past year, maybe 2 years, have been some of my favorite things. The Charles Manson drunk tarot still won't play on third. But I'm playing it. Why is it playing for me? Hold on. I'll write it down again. I checked it and it was fine. I will check it again. Obviously, Charles Manson is haunting that video. No, it's probably not on your end. It's probably not on your end. That's probably, but I've checked it a million times. All right. So supposedly Kristi Noem and Lewandowski are having an affair. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. You know, one of the things, by the way, that this administration is counting on is our fatigue and us getting tired. And they have enough energy to keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And we are in a defensive place. And they're counting on us getting tired. So just remember this. When you need to step back, you step back. You step back when you need to step back. You don't worry about it. You put it out of your head for a while. You know, I'm a little hesitant to go into the Hitler stuff. See, YouTube doesn't like that word. I would definitely wouldn't do it on Drunk Tarot. It's because it's too Holocausty. Like that would be a deep dive. But it's so gnarly. The energy's so funky. Although I have a little theme for the upcoming 2026 content. And oddly enough, apropos of nothing, I have a lot of readings that are looking at fascist dictators such as Stalin and Pol Pot, and a lot of readings on people that fought for equality and civil rights, like Marsha P. Johnson and Nelson Mandela. Next year is going to be some quality content, my friends. I mean, it always is, but next year there's a theme. Oh yeah, Vita Perón. We could do an Eva Braun, Eva Perón mashup, actually. Not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. And just sort of keep the Hitler part away and just look at Braun. She was a pick-me, by the way. She was a real big pick-me. Throw in Ayn Rand, right? I do have a reading on Tammy Faye Baker, and thank you for asking, Julia. It was a channeling. She came through. She started talking about the afterlife. That is also up on the website. But tell you this website, it's $11 a month, worth its weight in gold. I think they're actually cheating. I think they're actually doing stuff. They're doing something. There's something going on here. I'll show you why. So here's the love card. Here's the guilty card. Hello. If I were reading for a client and they said, is my whatever having an affair, and I got this card combo, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, they are. So sorry. I would say it nicer to a client, but hell yeah, they are. They're having a big affair. These two, there's at the very least, if there's not actual physical sex going on, I'm going to throw another spread because we're going to look for that sex card. There's definitely some stuff. It's called stuff. I have Harriet Tubman in for 2026 content. Lathan, yes, I do. I also have Nat Turner, and that I haven't completed that reading yet, but I'm very interested to see what comes out. So yeah, so in those readings, I look at them, I look at their personalities, who they really were. I read on them, I read on their vibes. Sometimes they come through. Those are really good. And that's just your regular content. Regular content on the website. We did like Old West. What else have we done? Politicians. We've done Churchill. Oh yeah, there's a whole mafia series that we're wrapping up now. Also Haunted Hollywood, looking at, who's the guy? Was it George Raft? The guy that committed suicide, you know, the one that was upstairs. They were having the party downstairs. Oh my God, Superman. George Reeves, thank you. What did I say, George Raft? All right, so we're going to be looking for that Ace of Wands to see if there's actual physical stuff happening with these two. Look at that. The Hoe of the Tarot. Legs wide open. Can't keep them closed. Oh, yeah, I did do a Woodstock reading. Yeah, they're good. Oh, I did a series on drugs. I looked at every single drug. And I looked at Timothy Leary. Those are my favorite. And those are outside of the live streams. Those are just regular videos you get. It's so good. I love doing that stuff. I love doing that content. I love making that content for you guys. I hate calling it content. But they're really good stuff. Oh God, that's right. We did do an MK Ultra drunk shower. See what you're missing, YouTube? See? There's so much here. And the way they're talking about it in the chat over here, it's like memories. It's like, remember when we all did this? Remember when we all did that? If you need a place like that, I am providing that for you. It is there. And I'm usually drunk because it's drunk tarot. It is the fun club. I was going to start the Charlie Sheen thing tonight. Okay. Maybe not actual sex. Maybe not actual sex, but some stuff going on though, y'all. These are some cards. These are some cards. This is fantasy. We have the lovers. We have action. We have romance cards here. We got the hoe of the tarot, but I feel like something's holding them back. Could be the guilt, or it could be we can't take it too far, you know, but there's something that's holding them back. Oh, I did oh God, Eliza Lamb, when she went missing at the that place in LA, that hotel. I did read that. I read on that. Did I ever do the 3 missing kids in Australia, or did I just think about doing it? Okay, so Debbie wants to know, what's up between Bondi and Patel? They feel like mortal enemies. Let's look at the vibes between them. Let's look at the vibes there. Gary Champion. You know, I've had a lot of people request Gary Champion. I feel like I should do that. Let's look at the cards between Bondi and Patel. You know, Patel is dumber than a box of hair. That is not a smart person. Yeah, did I do a reading on the Beaumont kids? I feel like I did. I do so many of them I never know anymore. I'm like, was that an idea that I had or something I actually executed? You know what else I want to do is the, oh God, the guy that died on the beach and they don't know who he is. Australia again. Oh my God, the Springerton? What was his name? Springer. Hi, Joe. Finally making a live. Yay. Somerton. Thank you. Yeah, the Somerton man. I want to look at that. I just recently found out about it and I find it fascinating. Nobody knows who this guy was or what happened to him. They found him dead on a beach. And there's all these theories that, oh, he was a Russian spy. No, he's an American spy. All sorts of stuff. Oh, he was poisoned. They ID'd him. Was he ever a, do we know if he was a spy? I did do something on DB Cooper. The codes were for horse racing. Oh my God. He wasn't a spy. No kidding. Just a sad man. Oh, shit. Well, then I don't need to read on him, I guess. Well, maybe I do. Maybe we'll see who he was. Wow. They really do hate each other. Cash Patel and Pam Bondi. Okay, this is hilarious. So first thing we see, this is really interesting. As a reader, fascinating. Everybody's got their eyes covered. See the blindfolds? They've got their eyes covered in the middle. Everybody, so they don't want to look at each other. They can't see each other correctly. They're not looking at each other. They don't want to know who the other person is. They both think, I've got hair. Sorry, I've got a hair. They both think that they're hot shit, which is hilarious to me. So it's funny because they've got this, they both got the sitting pretty card in the home environment. Like, yeah, we're hot shit. Listen, these two have the most bizarre and erroneous ideas about each other. It's kind of hilarious. They go along to get along. They don't want to have much to do with each other, but this is interesting. So it's got to be in the chart. I would be curious to see what an astrologer did if they did a synastry chart on these two, what they would see, because they're fated to fight. They're fated to have conflict. That's the deal. And it's weird because it's like they don't trust each other. Look at this. The relationship is tainted. It is tainted. It's not healthy. It's chaotic. It's extremely chaotic. extremely chaotic. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to get a lot of, and I'm going to tell you this, a lot of bluster coming out of the Trump administration for a little while. If you're an American, or if you're not and you're watching this shit show, I'm sorry. As an American, I apologize. I apologize deeply. But I want you guys to just be aware of this. I see a lot of energy that's pushy right now. It does seem, and I think I've seen this before, it seems to sort of back off around the holidays. I don't know, maybe just everybody gets busy. They want to go home. They don't want to be so pushy anymore. But we're going to get a lot of this. And it's the same stuff we're seeing now. It's the Charlie Kirk stuff. It's going after Kimmel. It's the Soros thing. It's indicting James Comey. It's all of that. You're going to see quite a bit of that. You're going to see another round of, I'm going to send the National Guard over here, which will never come to anything, by the way. I'm going to do this over there. You're going to see a lot of it. Amanda was asking for good news. I'm going to tell you this. Here's your good news for the day. It's going to end. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is forever. We as I'm going to get real deep on you. We as spiritual beings having a physical experience have really no choice but to ride the roller coaster. But the roller coaster is always moving. So we will be up, we will be down. We may encounter dips and turns. We may be climbing up the hill, we may be going down the hill, but we will always be moving into something new. And even now, as we are in the middle of all this nasty Trumpy shit, and it's going to be going on a while. I'm sorry to tell you, it's going to be going on a while. If your question is, when will it stop? Ask a different question. Because it's going to be for a while. I'm sorry, it's going to be for a while. However, when we have weathered the storm, when we have gotten through it, and we will get through it, things improve. Because nothing is permanent. We do not live in a state of permanence. Jack the Ripper. I have a couple of Jack the Ripper videos. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. But anyway, I just, I want you guys to know that it's not permanent. It's not forever. And yeah, it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty bad. Like if you're like, I don't know what's going to happen, I'm scared. You're in the right place, because everybody's scared. Well, the smart people are scared. The intelligent ones are frightened. Okay. If you know that like, if you're not scared, you're not paying attention. If you're not scared, you're not smart. Okay. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary and it's terrible and it's awful. Take your breaks. We need your strength. This is a long game, y'all. We got to be able to play a long game. So get it in your mind. We got to be able to play the long game. So if you got to take big breaks and stop paying attention to what's going on, do it so you can come back strong and healthy, because we need good energy. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm also going to tell you this. I'm speechifying now. I'm on the damn soapbox. It's happening. I'm going to tell you this. When you give your energy to this, just like you hear those stories about like, don't feed the demons. Do you know what I mean? When you give your energy to it, you're feeding it. When you're like, I'm scared, I'm in a heightened state, I have anxiety, which is all normal, by the way, completely normal. But you're feeding the Trump monster. You're feeding it. You're feeding MAGA. You're feeding that energy. And from an energetic perspective, when you are engaging with the energy, you are feeding the energy. So again, take steps back. Take steps back when you need to. If you find yourself getting out of control, frightened, out of control anxiety, you're really wigged out, and it's got you immobilized, you can't do anything productive with it, it's time to step back from the Trump bullshit. Trust me. It'll still be here when you get back. I took 2 weeks off. Okay. I took as a reader, and I'm always being asked to read on this. I sort of have to pay attention to it, but I took 2 weeks off, and I'm thinking, when I did it, there was a big anxiety, and I was like, something bad's going to happen, and he's going to destroy the whole country in the next 2 weeks. No, I took the 2 weeks off, came back. Everything was pretty much the same. So there's your piece of good news. It's not going to last forever, because it can't. And listen, it doesn't get much worse than where we are. Okay. I don't think we've hit the pinnacle of absolutely how completely ridiculous it's going to get, but it's not going to get much worse than where we are. I say that as somebody that is reading the energy. So just know that we are almost to peak bullshit. And you know what happens when we get there? Then we come down. So that's for you guys. Everybody, I'm going over to the members only live stream now. If you want to join us, you can join us right now. Link is in the box to sign up at Patreon or thirdeyechampagne.com. If you're signing up at thirdeyechampagne.com, you are going to go over to the collective tab at the very top. You're going to click that. You're going to go to the champagne room. You're going to click that. You're going to see a thing that says announcement and links. You're going to click that. And then that's going to lead you to the live stream link that you need here. Okay. I will see you guys next week. Yeah. Next week. Right? No, yes, but not the week after, because that's when I will be doing Drunk Tarot at Hearst Castle. I will be selling tickets for that. So keep your eye out. If you want to get tickets for that, you're going to be able to join us on that live stream. You can see what Drunk Tarot is all about. This is my first travel Drunk Tarot. I have a feeling it's going to become a thing because I'm very into it, but you will be in here. You will be in on the ground floor for Travel Drunk Tarot. All right, my friends, I will see you soon. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate your time, your effort, everything that you're giving me, your energy. It keeps me going. It keeps me, I had to pull my ass off the couch today because this Trump stuff is exhausting. It's exhausting, but it keeps me going. It keeps me able to provide what I need to you, to my family, to myself, to the dog. You guys got me. You got me. So come on over to the membership if you want. That's where we talk about all the stuff that we can talk about, including Charlie Kirk and all sorts of crazy shit. And otherwise, I will see you guys Thursday.